very good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital, Nigeria. My name is Oluwatoyin Oyedola. Before we delve into the news, let's take a look at the highlights.
As you can see during the inspection, we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to finishes.
My unofficial opinion is that this should be somewhere else, not here, because here is Central Hospital.
Thank God that He has done it. So all glory to God Almighty.
We were in bondage before, but today we are rescued out of the state. So we are all happy.
I'm very happy about resumption, because he has been long since we stayed at home.
They're supposed to resume, I think they're supposed to resume why the government extend the holiday. So I'm very assured. I want the children to learn so that they can understand very well.
Well, we've gotten judgment. We're going back home to the judge first and foremost and take over the activities of our union. We are free now from the shackles of Edo State government.
That all whatever they have been doing under the disguise of they have a registration under the CSA cannot hold.
Are we one? Yes. Are we alive? Yes. Can we do better? With the hope and grace of God, we can do better.
There is nothing you should celebrate about. 64 years is still crow on the ground.
Edo State Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, says Edo State government will take inventory of all ongoing projects before the handing over to the incoming government of Senator Monday Ukwebulu. BeeTv News senior reporter Best Orator reports that the Deputy Governor stated this while on inspection tour of some ongoing projects in Benin.
Edo State Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, is here at the 170 Keys Radisson Hotel along Gulf Coast Road, GRA, Benin City, to have an on-the-spot assessment of the construction work. The project engineers, architects, and supervisors who were on hand to receive the Deputy Governor took him round the different facilities of the project and explained the various apartments in the hotel. The engineers said the first phase of the Radisson Hotel project will be completed in November this year, while the second phase will be ready by February 2025.
At the moment, we have gotten to about 52% of the completion of the work itself. When you consider the civil, the electrical, mechanical, and all that added together, we have an average of about 52. As you can see during the inspection, we still have a lot of work to do when it comes to finishes.
In some areas, because it was an old building, in some areas, when we are working, we find pillars and things like that, we send it for redesign and reapprovals. And based on that, initial design says 170 room. As we are working, we said, okay, there's opportunity for an extra room or not. So at the end of the project, it may end up being 168 or 169 or 172.
From the hotel, Comrade Philip Shaibu visited the road construction work along the Police State Command, where workmen were carrying out massive construction work. The site engineer said the 18-month project is expected to be completed by February 2025.
So to be honest with you, we're looking at maybe February. Yeah. So everything being okay, we're looking at February. All we need is basically just 3-4 months of dry weather and we're done. Yes, sir.
The last spot of inspection was the ongoing construction of the Edo Museum for West African Art, EMOA, situated at the premises of Edo Specialist Hospital. After the inspection, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, addressed journalists.
You know, I'm Deputy Governor, and if the Governor feels this is where it should be, fine. But what I've just come to check is the extent of work they've done, and they have told me it's about 80% completion. But if you really ask me, my unofficial opinion is that this should be somewhere else, not here, because here is Central Hospital. But in terms of what they've done, with what we have seen, they said they've It's about 80% completion, fine. And it looks fine, it looks very good. But I have my reservation when it comes to the particular location where it is.
After inspection of a couple of projects within the Benin City metropolis, Edo State Deputy Governor Right Honorable Kamre Filishoaibu said the exercise will continue because for him, the office of the Deputy Governor should know the quality of projects that are being executed now and also to have a proper documentation before the handing over to the incoming government of Senator Monday Okpebholo, billed for November 12, 2024. From Benin, Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The governor-elect of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, says he wishes outgoing Governor Gordon Obaseki well as his administration winds down. Okpebholo stated this during his visit to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu in Marina, Lagos. The report. It was Senator Monday Okpebholo's first visit to any state government since his emergence as the governor-elect of Edo State. The governor-elect was accompanied by Edo State Deputy Governor Right Honorable Comrade Filishoaibu and Deputy Governor-elect Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa alongside other leaders. Senator Okpebholo was received by the political and administrative team of the Lagos State government at the Lagos House Marina, led by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The visit to Lagos is a gesture of appreciation and a request for collaboration to elevate the development and progress of Edo State.
Not only because I want to thank him, to also draw from his wealth of experience, I also want him to know that he shouldn't leave me alone. We are brothers.
The Edo governor-elect used the opportunity to extend olive branch to other contestants in the just concluded Edo State governorship election, encouraging them to unite with him in moving the state forward.
I'm extending my hands of fellowship to all of them. Edo is going to experience a new transformation. Come November 12th, we will be taking over from where Obaseki stopped. And I wish Obaseki well.
Receiving the guest, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu assured the prospective members of the Nigerian Governor Forum, Senator Monday Okpebholo, that Lagos State's expertise and resources are readily available for him to draw upon, providing a valuable template to guide Edo State's progress.
I want to assure you that you are not the first that Lagos will be supporting in terms of developmental templates. You know, there's a company called Xerox who taught the world to copy. There is nothing wrong in copy. You just need to copy and copy well and copy right. We will make all of our, agencies that you believe would speak to the needs of Edo, will make them available to you.
Senator Monday Okpebholo, the APC candidates, emerged victorious in the Edo State governorship elections held on September 21st. Oluwatoyin Oyedola reporting for BeeTv News. Two chairmen have emerged from the People's Democratic Party. The party congress took place in two locations within the state. Joyce Iyere completes the report.
Following the arrangement and announcement of the leadership of the People's Democratic Party, delegates converged on the Nehugate exclusive hall venue of the party's 2024 State Congress. The exercise was supervised by the 7-man committee sent from the headquarters of the party and chaired by Kabir Babajaro. The Independent National Electoral Commission, security agencies and other observers were in attendance. The delegates, one after another, cast their ballots, and notable members of the party in attendance says they appreciate the process.
I'm sure we're following all due process in accordance with the guidelines, in accordance with the dictates and constitution of the party. And of course, we have done everything in accordance with the electoral laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Today is the very first time that I can comfortably say that the party is settled, the party is stable, the party is one.
While still at the venue, news fed Nelgate Hall that there was another congress holding at another location in Abeokuta, but the chairman of the Ogun State PDP Congress Committee says nobody can organize another congress without the approval letter from the headquarters of the party.
So if there is anything maybe on their own, they don't have a letter, or if they have, they should show you. They don't have the list of the delegates. We have all the ballot papers, everything, list of the delegates.
After the voting, a former local government chairman in Agbelogba local government emerged the chairman of the party.
PDP as it were today in Ogun State, we are better footed, but this is a greater challenge now that we have to be united and face the 2027 election.
On the other side, some agreed members of the party claim they have organized a valid congress and the exercise produced Siki Rukai Ogundele as the chairman.
We were given registered from Abuja. Winners emerged from the register. So we are on the right track.
Despite the situation, some members of the party say there is nothing to worry about as they believe the party stand a good chance in the next local government election in Ogun State and subsequent elections. Gifts Uwagbe reporting for BeeTv News.
The 2023 Edo South senatorial candidates of the All Progressive Congress and Managing Director of DVD Oil, Honorable Valentine Aswen, has organized a victory party in honor of the Governor-elect, Senator Monday Okwewolo, and the Deputy Governor-elect, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. BeeTv News' Osaroge Agwebo reports that the next governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okwewolo, and other top leaders of APC graced the ceremony. The report is presented by Oracle.
That was a standing ovation for the incoming governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okwewolo, who arrived at Uyi Grand Marquet, GRA Benin City, venue of the Victory Party organized by Valentine Owamagbe Aswen. Leaders and members of the All Progressives Congress from the 7 local government areas of Edo South Senatorial District came together to celebrate the election victory of the governor-elect, Senator Monday Okwewolo, and Deputy Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. The party faithful were lavishly entertained with lots of food and drinks, while a legendary Edo-born singer, Wilson Igiato, popularly known as Akoberian, also treated the guests with his captivating musical performance. Welcoming dignitaries and guests to the ceremony, the host and chief executive officer of DVD Oil and former Edo South senatorial candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Honorable Valentine Aswen, otherwise known as DVD, said the event was organized to express gratitude to God for granting the party victory in the recent election. Aswen, who was the director of youth mobilization for Okwewolo and Idahosa Campaign Council, said there was need to appreciate the people of Edo State for voting and defending their votes for APC.
We are celebrating our victory. We have come here today to come and give God Almighty the honor, the glory for His merciful, to come and celebrate with Edo people. That thank you, God, for giving us power. Thank you, God, for giving us the opportunity to showcase what we know how to do best as regard government in Edo.
The Director General of the Edo APC Campaign Council, Senator Matthew Rohide, appreciated party faithful for their tireless efforts and unwavering dedication in their various local government areas, which contributed to the victory of the party. Also, the 2020 governorship candidate of APC, Pastor Saige Zeyamu, said the party will continue to thank Edo people even after the election, as the election was conducted peacefully, as there was no report of loss of life in any of the polling units.
And the only thing we preached at that time, for all of us to come together, let there be friendship, let there be determination on the part of each and every one for us to serve our common purpose, serving the party, supporting the party to victory. I saw it as time went that each and every one really came together, and today we have won this election. That's why I say the glory goes to God.
We wanted the election to be free, wanted it to be peaceful. And God answered our prayers. This one election with all the threats, no life was lost.
In a remark, the governor-elect, Senator Monday Okpebholo, appreciated the organizer of the Victory Party, Honorable Valentine Owamagbe Aswe, leaders of the APC, especially the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Senator Comrade Adams Eric Oshamale for their immense support. The Deputy Governor-elect, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, appreciated the women for their votes and support in the election. He said the government of Senator Monday Okpebholo will make Edo proud and better.
I want to thank the Oba of Benin, who believe that with me, Edo State will move forward. I also want to thank Adams Oshamale, who so much believe in us, who fought for us.
Women are the most reliable voters. Reliable voters. Your Excellency, the incoming governor of Edo State, we are all grateful. We know your government will make Edo people proud. Not just in Edo South, in the 3 senatorial districts that makes Edo State. Amen.
High point of the event was the presentation of a beautifully crafted picture frame by some members of Edo Youth to Senator Monday Okpebholo.
These are the young men that put this together. The beautiful frame you and His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu have been when you went to thank you, Excellency. Thank you very much.
Some party faithful and chieftains said the victory of Senator Monday Okpebholo and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa is a new dawn for Edo State.
We won, and after victory you celebrate, and after celebration you spring into action. So after this, we spring into action. Our governor-elect will be sworn in, and once he's sworn in, we spring into action.
Senator Monday Okpebholo is a new dawn for Edo people. A dawn of progress, a dawn of peace, a dawn of unity among Edo people, irrespective of race, religion, or where you are from.
God have made it. We've been struggling for almost 8 years. Thank God that He has done it. So all glory to God Almighty.
We were in bondage before, but today we have rescued our Edo State. So we are all happy. Edo citizens are happy to have Okpebholo and Denko as the governor-elect.
He's happy. Everybody is happy because Okpebholo is a nice person. We have gotten our heart desire in Edo. He's going to deliver for us.
So we are very happy today that we have a man, Akpako Rescue. He has come to our rescue by the grace of God.
One message I want to give to all Edo State. Number one, we have to obey. Obey the law. The law makes a big difference in the country.
Senator Monday Okpebholo and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa will take oath of office as Governor and Deputy Governor of Edo State on the 12th of November 2024. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Members of the Network for Empowerment have organized a thank you party to appreciate Edo people for voting for Senator Monday Okpebholo and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa as Governor-elect and Deputy Governor-elect in the September 21st governorship election. BeeTv News Best Orator reports the president of the group, Henry Okaka, said the group will support the incoming administration of Okpebholo. The report.
The event put together by the Network for Empowerment, led by its president, Henry Okaka, is to thank the people of Edo State for voting for the APC, Senator Monday Okpebholo and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa in the September 21 Edo governorship election. The victory program attracted leaders of the party, including the governor-elect, Senator Monday Okpebholo, the Director General of the Okpebholo and Idahosa Campaign Council, Senator Matthew Urohide, Pastor Osagie Izeyamu, Honorable Chris Okaibe, among others. The president of the group, Henry Okaka, said the purpose of the Victory Party was to appreciate the efforts of members in ensuring the overwhelming victory of the APC in the last election. He said Edo people made the right choice and should expect unprecedented development of Edo State once Senator Monday Okpebholo and Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa are sworn in.
The new Edo is rising. This is the new Edo. That's why we're happy for Monday.
Mother God develop the state. Mother God will repair this Edo. Mother will respect the monarch. Mother to Oba Bini. Oba talk by he said. Mother will respect the Oba. Mother will respect the leaders. He will respect both the old and the new.
Addressing members of the network of empowerment, the governor-elect of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, appreciated the organizers, especially for their support in the last election and also for believing in the development of Edo State. Governor-elect Okpebholo assures that the development of Edo State will be topmost in his administration.
I want to thank you because of the belief you have for the development for Edo State. I want to thank you for choosing me to lead the crusade. Crusade for a change. Crusade for development. I want to thank our father. Everything good will now begin to happen in Edo State. We must rebuild Edo Bank.
In an interview with BeeTv News, the president, Network of Empowerment, Comrade Henry Okaka, as well as Mr. Iyamu Osaro Culture and others, expressed joy for the victory of Senator Monday Okpebholo, saying he is a man of great humility, as they say Okpebholo will surpass the expectations of Edo people in the area of empowerment, employment, and infrastructural development. They further said they believe in Okpebholo's ability to take Edo State to the next level.
We are very happy. You can see yourself now. We are happy. You can see the governor was here. You can see the Pastor Sage Seyamu, one of the chief team was here. You can see the DG, Senator Orede was here. You can see all APC member was here. We are all happy about the victory. For the new Edo is rising. This is the new Edo. That's why we are happy for Monday. Monday God develop the state. Monday God will repair this Edo. Monday will respect the monarch. Monday to Oba Bini. Oba talk by he said.
I won't come out of the election victorious. He also deemed it fit to celebrate with our people, with our young, able-bodied generals, political generals, I must call them, who have been part of the struggle since the campaign and up until the end of the elections. And now the elections have come and are gone. A winner have emerged. He also deemed it fit that he should make his people feel part of the celebration. Instead of celebrating in his house alone, he decided to call friends and foes because, like they always say, victory is a polygamist, while failure is an orphan. So what we celebrate today in Edo is a celebration of both the good, the bad, and the ugly. Both those who participated positively and those who were not there when it mattered. We are all now one.
You can feel the atmosphere, you can see the scenario. Everybody are happy as out of the election that was conducted on the 21st of September that saw the emergence of Senator Monday Okpebholo as the governor-elect of Edo State. It is to celebrate ourselves and to give thanks to Almighty God and our ancestors.
The Network for Empowerment is a social-cultural group that care about the welfare of individual members and others in the society. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Gandu, has donated 20 million naira to families of 5 police officers who died in a car accident while returning to Kanu from the just concluded Edo governorship elections. While condoling the families and the entire people of Bichi, Gandu expressed shock and sadness over the death of the 5 officers. The report. In company of the state chairman of the APC and other top political leaders of the APC, Gandu arrived at Bichi Central Mosque to condole the families of the affected police officers.
Those who suffered serious injuries, we have given them each 1 million naira. Those who lost their lives, we have given their families 2 million naira each. This is just to reduce their hardship. Beyond this, it is to equally support widows of the deceased and those who were injured during the accident. Most importantly, is the prayers that are offered and the prayers that we continue for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
to give them agenda videos.
According to Gandu, the accident was a sad moment, not only to the police force, but to him personally and the nation in general. Hence, the need to be with these families in grief. A total of 15 officers, all attached to Bichi Police Division, were involved in the crash, 5 of which lost their lives, while 10 are currently receiving treatment.
I was actually sleeping when the accident happened. I woke up and saw myself in the hospital, but I thank God. You can see I did not sustain too much injury, but I am feeling better. I was awake when the accident happened, but I can't remember anything. I only woke up and saw myself in the hospital, and you can see the bruises in my body. But we all thank God to be among those who survived this accident.
Meanwhile, Gandu personally donated 2 million naira to the 5 family members, while 10 others who sustained various degrees of injuries were giving 1 million naira each. Oluwatoyin Oyidola reporting for BeeTv News. President Bola Tinubu has asked the armed forces to tackle insecurity with greater gallantry and sophistication. President Tinubu was represented by the Speaker of the House of Representatives at the passing out parade of 823 cadets at the Nigerian Defense Academy. BeeTv News, Gift Uagboy has more.
This passing out parade marks the completion of their training at the Nigerian Defense Academy. A total of 823 cadets from the 71st Regular Course, Direct Short Service Course, 28 Nigerian Army and Direct Short Service Course, 32 Nigerian Air Force have undergone a combination of academic and military training, equipping them for their roles in the Nigerian Armed Forces. Government officials, service chiefs, traditional rulers and notable guests have gathered to witness the occasion. President Bola Tinubu is represented by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, whose arrival marked the beginning of the event. In his speech, the president reiterated his commitment to uniting and securing Nigeria, pledging to tackle economic difficulties, unemployment and insecurity. He assured that the government will provide all the necessary support to improve military training, ensuring the armed forces are ready to face current security issues. The president called on the armed forces to confront criminals and insurgents with even more courage and sophistication while maintaining professionalism during this important period for democracy.
I strongly commend the efforts of our armed forces in dealing with these miscreants. I charge all of you to engage these cowards with more military gallantry and sophistication. Therefore, let me explicitly state here today that no stone should be left unturned in the training of cadets in the academy. The federal government is always ready to provide the facilities needed to achieve optimal training.
The president acknowledged the various challenges that the country is facing, including economic struggles, but be assured that his government is addressing the causes.
The present government remains resolute in its mandate to create better living conditions for Nigerians, and to do this, they have begun taking several steps. As a responsible government, have been able to identify the crux of our problems.
He reminded Nigerians of the country's position as the giant of Africa and encouraged everyone to work hard to maintain this position on the continent. These 823 cadets have been reminded the weight of expectations which they now bear. Gifts Uwagwe reporting for BeeTv News.
President Bola Tinubu has forwarded the names of members of the Northwest Development Commission Governing Board to the Senate for confirmation. In a statement by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the presidency says this development follows President Tinubu's signing of the Northwest Development Commission Bill into law on the 24th of July. Based on the nomination, the governing board will have Haruna Ginzwa as chairman and Professor Abdullahi Maji, MD CEO. Other members of the board are Yahaya Umar Namahe from Sakwato State, Aminu Suleiman from Kebbi State, Tijani Karua from Zamfara State. Others are Abdul Kadir Usman from Kaduna, Muhammad Ali Wudil from Kanu, Shamsu Sule from Katsina, Nasidi Ali from Jigawa State. The Northwest Development Commission is expected to focus on significant growth, economic empowerment, and social development of the region. The 2023 Edo South senatorial candidates of the All Progressive Congress and Managing Director of DVD Oil, Honorable Valentine Aswen, has organized a victory party in honor of the Governor-elect, Senator Monday Okwewolo, and the Deputy Governor-elect, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. BeeTv News Osaroge Agwebo reports that the next governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okwewolo, and other top leaders of the APC graced the ceremony. The report is presented by Best Orator. The National Industrial Court sitting in Benin City has affirmed the National Butcher Employers Union of Nigeria as the authentic and lawful body, lawfully recognized to regulate the affairs and manage butchers in Edo State, Nigeria. That other corporate body parading themselves as butchers regulatory body is null and void and a violation of the Trade Union Act. BeeTv News Osaroge Agwebo covered the court's judgments, has details of the reports, and the report is presented by Best Orator.
Delivering judgment on the suit filed on November 2023 between the National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria, Macaulay Obaze as first and second claimant, and Edo State Practicing Butchers Association of Nigeria, Ahero Odige as first and second defendant. The presiding judge, Honorable Justice A.A. Adewemimo, in a ruling said among the issues for determination in the suit filed by the claimant, National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria, was whether or not the second respondent, Edo State Practicing Butchers Association, has the lawful right to regulate affairs and manage butchers' activities in Edo State. In a judgment, Justice A.A. Adewemimo said the National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria is a corporate body duly registered under the provisions of the Trade Union Act to unionize, manage, negotiate, bargain, and regulate the activities, term, and condition of employment owners of abattoirs in Nigeria, noting that the purported registration of the second respondent, Edo State Practicing Butchers Association, is a body intending to carry on the function of the trade union under the CAMA is null and void and in violation of the clear provisions of Section 45 of the Trade Union Act, Captive 14, Laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, was amended by the Trade Union Amendment Act of 2005. Justice Adewemimo gave an order restraining the second respondents, that is, Edo State Practicing Butchers Association, and any other person by whatsoever name as further prohibited from unionizing, managing, regulating the activities of abattoirs in Edo State, and that only National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria is lawfully recognized with the responsibility. Speaking to newsmen, the president of National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria, Edo State Chapter, Comrade Sonny Omokao, commended the judge for her good work, adding that the judgment is a victory for abattoirs in Edo State.
Well, we've gotten judgment. We're going back home to the judge first and foremost and take over the activities of our union. We are free now from the shackles of Edo State government, most especially the former SSG, who imposed somebody on us that has plugged into heavy indebtedness. That's why we came here. We thank this court for its judgment, for this judgment. It's a victory for all butchers in Edo State.
Meanwhile, the counsel to the claimant, Mark Okonofwa Esquire, and counsel to the defendant, Adaze Osaenoma Greg Esquire, commented on the judgments.
As a body corporate, under the relevant law, that the only body that can regulate the affairs and manage butchers in Edo State is our client, which is the National Butcher Employer Union of Nigeria. Now, all whatever they have been doing under the disguise of they have a registration under the CAC cannot hold. That is invalid and is contrary to the law. And as such, they are further restrained for further parading themselves or doing anything to undermine the registration of the union.
We are going to study the judgment
and so that we know the necessary action. So at this point, it would be too premature to be saying some certain things. There were some issues in our own view that were not properly addressed.
The issue of who is qualified to run the affairs of abattoir in Edo State has been a major issue in Edo State. But with the judgment that the National Butchers Employers Union of Nigeria is the only union backed by law to regulate the affairs of abattoirs in Edo State, the issue now has been laid to rest. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Academic activities have resumed in both public and private schools. As the new session begins, many parents and wards have expressed their eagerness towards the new academic session and what it holds in store for them. BeeTv News crew interviewed some of these parents and students about the new academic session resumption. The report. School is in session in both public and private schools in Edo State. And as the new academic session begins here in Benin City, students have registered their readiness on getting back to school. Speaking to the news crew, they stated although they did enjoy the holiday and the rest it afforded them, they were in high spirits to resume school and hope to get better grades.
Well, I'm very happy about resumption, because it has been long since we stayed at home. So I feel good at its resumption. I'm aiming for success, actually.
Some parents who spoke to the news crew expressed their satisfaction over the just concluded holidays, stating it had given them a renewed vigor to embark on the new academic session.
The children have stayed long at home. At least they're supposed to resume. I think they're supposed to resume why the government extend the holiday. So I'm very assured. I want the children to learn so that they can understand very well.
Well, we all knew what happened that caused this delay, but thank God everything is over now. So we are very happy that they are back in school. They should just be active. They should learn fast because now they've lost about 2 or 3 weeks. And I know this the forthcoming weeks will be very, very hectic for them. So they should just learn fast and just put in more efforts.
It's a good thing at least they have decided to open the school, so it's good for the children to go back to school to learn, and it's a nice one anyway. I hope they can be able to meet up because in other states I'm sure that resumption has been for 2 weeks now, and well, I want to believe that the teachers, the schools in Edo State, they will definitely pick up and see how they can assist the children to learn as fast as possible.
Schools across the state resumed on the 30th of September 2024. Oluwatoyin Oyedola reporting for BeeTv News. And at the House of Representatives, lawmakers also conceded and passed 2 bills from President Bola Tinubu to extend the implementation of the 2023 budgets and the 2023 supplementary budgets to 31st December 2024. However, both bills generated debates on the floor, but eventually received expeditious approval at the Committee on Supply, chaired by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. BeeTv News' Joyce Iyere has the rest of the story.
In the last 48 hours, allegations of bribery against the EFCC and the Nigerian Correctional Services have been trending online. Now the House wants the allegation investigated.
Worried about the negative image and portrayal of Nigeria as a corrupt nation and Nigeria's struggle to redeem itself from such perception, this House resolves to urge the House to set up an ad hoc committee comprising of persons of unquestionable integrity to immediately probe the allegation.
The Parliament also urges the federal government to mandate authorities of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to allow independent marketers lift premium motor spirits from the Dangote refinery.
Allowing the NNPCL and major marketers to lift PMS from the refinery to the exclusion of the independent marketer is not good enough.
In another development, the House has summoned the Minister of Education to explain reasons behind the non-commencement of academic activities at the Federal Universities of Maritime Studies in Oron, Akwa Ibom State. A motion sponsored by Kolawole Akinlayo from Ekiti State on the need to implement safety measures against gully erosions menace in Nigeria was adopted.
Economic and commercial activities across communities, we should receive a boost following the presence of a functional Maritime University have been stalled.
Another bill seeking the creation of a Chartered Institute of Business Educators of Nigeria.
Bill for an act to provide for establishment of Chartered Institute of Business Educators of Nigeria, CIBEN, charges with responsibility of advancing the study, training, and practice of business educators of Nigeria.
A bill to allow independent candidacy sponsored by the House spokesman, Akin Rotimi Jr., was one of the 10 bills introduced on the floor of the Parliament at Thursday's sitting. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News.
Following the federal government's announcement that the 64th Independence Anniversary celebrations will be on a low key to reflect the mood of the nation, some Nigerians have described the move as appropriate for the time being, while others urge for a more elaborate celebration despite the situation. The reports. President Bola Tinubu has approved a low-key celebration to mark Nigeria's 64th independence due to the mood of the nation. Reacting to this, some respondents deemed the move appropriate as they said the nation has been experiencing hardship in recent times. Hence, many Nigerians will be indifferent towards any celebration on October 1st.
Now, the situation of Nigeria, the costings of price, petrol, diesel, kerosene, and other things, beans in the market, rice in the market is in high key, where a low person, if you don't get money, you cannot get anything. That is the reason.
The country is not happy. There is hunger. I've not eaten since morning. There's hunger everywhere. I'm telling you. So what are we celebrating? Celebrating hunger?
There are many countries we got independent before. Those ones, it appears they are now progressing more than us. The reason, I would say this is not far-fetched. And the reason could be as a result of a bad governance. Because if we are able to get good governance and things are moving fine, we believe on the democracy. You see that everything should be well with everyone.
There is nothing you should celebrate about. 64 years is still crow on the ground. What are you celebrating? People are not happy. You cannot eat 3 square meals a day. Then you are now doing waiting. So this is the problem.
Other respondents encourage fellow Nigerians to have a positive outlook on the long-term plans of the present administration, while stating there are enough reasons to commemorate Nigerians' Independence Day.
That we are alive, we should be giving thanks to God. A civil war almost tore us apart, but by divine intervention, we are still one. It could be better. There are a lot of things that we need to do right, but are we one? Yes. Are we alive? Yes. Can we do better? With the hope and grace of God, we can do better. So I think it's worth celebrating.
Well, at this point in our history, it's understandable why President Bola Tinubu took that decision to do a low-key celebration, in the sense that the things are not looking too good. Things are not looking too good. This is a difficult time. And in his own right, he decided to sympathize with Nigeria with hope that tomorrow will be better. So I urge all Nigerians to take what we are going through in good faith, knowing that there will be a better tomorrow. There will be a better tomorrow. I still trust his government to do better.
Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, announced that this year's Independence Day celebration will be low-keyed as the administration recognizes the nation is currently grappling with diverse challenges, but added the administration was committed to working assiduously to deliver the dividends of democracy. Oluwatoyin Oyedola reporting for BeeTv News. Governor of Taba State, Agbu Kefes, has flagged off the disbursement of 442 million naira to 7,015 local businesses in the state. This initiative is to promote economic opportunities for small-scale businesses and reduce the economic pressure on them. BeeTv News' Oluwarotimi Oguniyi has more.
Gathering in this hall are small-scale business owners in Taba State who are to benefit from 442 million Taba Community Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus Package. Flagging off the disbursement exercise in Jalingo, Governor Kefas urges the benefactories to reciprocate the government gestures by utilizing the funds as intended. He also encouraged the benefactories to effectively utilize the funds to create sustainable economic development at the grassroots level. The governor was represented by his deputy, Aminu Alkali.
The aim of the program is to prevent the collapse and facilitate the recovery of micro and small enterprises. Therefore, I urge successful beneficiaries to reciprocate the laudable gesture of this administration of Dr. Abu Kefas, His Excellency, the Governor of Taba State.
On his part, the state's program coordinator of Taba Community Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus wants the benefactories to take advantage of the funds by directing them into useful ventures.
The objective of this exercise is to empower our local businesses, stimulate economic growth, and create jobs in our communities.
I wish that those that are going to receive this grant should be happy and they should use it judiciously in order to alleviate the problems here in this country.
Some of the benefactories have this to say.
Governor was like, it is youth o'clock, that he was going to make sure he empowered the youth in so many ways, and we are seeing this. This is an evidence of his promise coming to pass, and we are so grateful.
To discover almost all of us that are the beneficiary, we are not children of the commissioners or SSD or all and that. So it's actually coming down to the grassroots, and we are so happy, and I'm promising, God helping us, that we will invest into our already existing business.
State's government expects that if the funds are channeled in the right direction, it will improve productivity and create more jobs among the youth in the state. Oluwarotimi Oguniyi, reporting for BeeTv News.
And now to the business segment. Let's join our business news correspondent.
During a meeting with key labor unions in July, President Tinubu has initially pledged to provide 36 CNG-powered buses to the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress. The buses, each with a seating capacity of 100, are expected to enhance mobility for workers and students during this turbulent economic period. Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onaguga, articulated that the delivery of the buses represents the administration commitment to easing the burden of rising living costs. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, delivered the buses on behalf of the federal government during a ceremony attended by various labor and student leaders. The minister said his initiative is not just a transition, but is about ensuring that Nigerians can move freely and affordably. The World Bank has approved 3 new projects for Nigeria, totaling $1.57 billion in financing, according to a statement released on Monday by World Bank Nigeria. This new funding will support the country in addressing governance challenges in education and healthcare, improving primary healthcare services, and increasing resilience to climate change through enhanced dam safety and irrigation infrastructure. The approval made on September 26, 2024 highlights the World Bank's commitment to strengthening Nigerians' human and capital building resilience in the face of climate threats. This financing package, which includes $1.5 billion loan and $70 million grant, improve key sectors such as education, healthcare, and water management, while also tackling poverty and boosting productivity. The Nigerian government has confirmed that it will begin the supply of crude oil in Naira by Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to the Dangote refinery from Tuesday, October 2024 to reduce the cost of premium motor spirits. Dare Adekambi, the spokesperson to the chairman of the Technical Subcommittee on Domestic Sales of Crude Oil in Local Currency, Zach Adedeji, and chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, confirmed this in a statement on Sunday. This comes as the committee on September 13, 2024 announced that the Federal Executive Council under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu approved the sale of crude to local refineries in Naira and the corresponding purchase of petroleum products in Naira to begin from October 1, 2024. This means that NNPC is set to supply about 11.5 million barrels of crude oil to Dangote refinery monthly, and based on the deal, the plants will release equivalent volumes of refined diesel and petrol to the domestic market, also in naira. It's Agawa reporting for BeeTv News.
Another global news segment. Let's join our global news correspondent, Rebecca Guffey.
Hezbollah's deputy leader named Kazim has said that the group is prepared for an Israeli ground invasion while Israel continues its airstrikes across Lebanon. This is the first statement from a senior Hezbollah official since Israel killed their leader Hassan Nasrallah. Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant told troops near the Lebanese border that they are ready to use forces from the air, sea and land. Hamas has also reported that one of its Lebanese leader was killed in Israeli airstrikes. Over 1,000 people have been killed in Lebanon in the past 2 weeks, and around 1 million may have been displaced. Meanwhile, Storm Helene has devastated 6 southeastern U.S. states, killing over 116 people and destroying communities. Western North Carolina was hit the hardest, with homes and bridges swept away and villages flattened. The tourist town of Asheville is now cut off, and rescuers are struggling to reach isolated areas due to impassable roads. The death toll is expected to rise as search teams continue looking for missing people. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper urged residents to stay off the roads, emphasizing the challenges of the rugged terrain. Marine Le Pen, leader of France's far-right national rally, is on trial in Paris, accused of misusing European parliamentary funds. Over 20 other senior members face the same charges. They are accused of hiring assistants who worked on party affairs instead of for the European Parliament. If convicted, Le Pen could face fines, prison, and a 10-year ban from running for office, which could affect her presidential hopes. She denies any wrongdoing, and her party spokesman claims they will prove no money was embezzled. And lastly, at least 15 people have died in Mexico due to Hurricane John, according to President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. The storm first hit Mexico's Pacific coast as a Category 3 hurricane before weakening, then regaining strength and striking again. Meteorologists have called it a zombie storm. The storm caused landslides and flooding, cutting off communities and killing villages. While official reports list 15 dead, local media suggests the death toll could be as high as 29. Torrential rains were the main cause of destruction, with some areas receiving nearly a year's worth of rain in just a few days. More than 5,000 people were evacuated and 3,800 are staying in shelter. And that's it on the Global News segment for tonight. Thanks very much for watching. I am Rebecca Guffey.
Shifting gears to the entertainment scene, over now to Gift Uwagboy.
The legal battle stems from VDM sharing a voice recording which alleged was that of Bobrisky, claiming to have bribed officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) with 50 million naira to drop the money laundering charge against him. Bobrisky, however, has denied the claim, stating that the voice recording purportedly implicating him in a wrongdoing were artificially generated using AI technology. Sharing a letter from her lawyers via her social media account, Bobrisky sued Very Dark Man for 1 billion naira as damages and gave him 24 hours to publish a written and video recording apology. The cross-dresser's denial came after the EFCC invited her and Very Dark Man over the allegations. American singer Chris Brown has thrilled his South African fans with an exciting announcement to kick off the week. The global music superstar has confirmed the date and venue for his much-anticipated concert in South Africa. After hinting at his return, Chris officially revealed that his Breezy in South African concert will take place at FNB Stadium in Johannesburg on December 14, 2024. This marks his first performance in South Africa in nearly 10 years. Lastly, on entertainment, Nigerian socialite and influencer Idowu Adeyemi, popularly known as Yimoli, has officially launched his own clothing line, YL, making a bold entrance into the fashion industry. Yumoli's latest clothing collection has been generating buzz on social media, with a video showcasing its design gaining widespread attention. By launching YL, Yumoli joins the ranks of prominent figures like Ramajago, Zlatan Ibile, who have successfully ventured into fashion. That's it on Entertainment News Tonight. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News.
And that is the size of our news package for tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. My name is Oluwatoyi Oyedola. Have a good night.